in rage right now. I really do, because that freaking ending. You want to know why? Because the episode's over. I felt like I was only watching the series for 5 freaking minutes. Oh, I love this anime so much. I really love Yowamushi Pedal. I cannot believe I actually sat down for 20 minutes and it felt like it was less than 5 minutes. That is how engaging this series is, and I love this episode. It actually had the determination, the badassness, and the crazy music to back it up. Now, let's get into the characters. This episode mainly focused on really major character development on these second years, and finding out the determination and what they have been through with lack of talent and teamwork to be able to overcome to get to the Inter High. And that really makes this episode really actually depressing and sad. And this is why I'm going to say that it's bad when I really want the actual second years to win this race. I mean, I love Onoda, I love Imaizumi, I love Naruto. They're really great characters. They are, but for sometimes characters that work hard, like, you know, the ones with no talent, like the second years are doing in this episode, and they work so hard to achieve planning, tacticians, all this, but if they were to lose next episode, let's just say they lost, it really destroyed their characters, because I feel like they deserve to win the Inter High over the Onoda, Naruto, and Imaizumi first, because they need it. They deserve it because they've worked so hard for it, and it's a really good, refreshing thing. And besides the main characters always won, that the actual side main characters won, for instance, like the second years. So hopefully they go that course, because I really would feel bad if, you know, Onoda actually, a kid that has crazy cadence, overcomes the second years, which he did this episode, but overcomes them and literally wins the entire race. So I'd be upset about that. I really would. Now, getting past the depressing points, this episode really had the intense freaking action that Yowamushi Pedal always brings to the table each freaking episode. For instance, the moment when you get to see the second year just running, or just pedaling his bike as fast as he can to stay in front of Onoda. Onoda makes his charge through the freaking knot, and he's just really going, giving it his all, 100% maximum. And you got the second year basically saying, okay, he can only last 40 seconds. I really felt like I was literally just, I was watching my screen, staring at it. I was like, holy crap, when's these 40 seconds gonna end? Because Onoda's just giving it his all with that freaking badass music, and you hear the time ticking down with the animation and CGI, and you got the second year just worrying, counting it down in his mind. You really get the actual mental, like, tension from this entire section of this episode. So I love it. I really love this series and the emotions it actually conveys to me in this series. And once again, I will state it once freaking again. I am so happy I started this series. I'm so glad it's going to be a 3-season anime, and I'm so freaking happy so many of you recommended me this series, because Yowamushi Pedal is by far my favorite sports anime I've ever seen, because of what it is being able to do to me. Now, the animation was freaking great this episode, the music was freaking great, the character development was freaking great, the freaking intense cliffhanger was great, especially with Onoda passing and overcoming the wall just to have it in there. Just, this episode was all around well thought out, great pacing, didn't feel too slow, didn't feel too long. It actually felt really too freaking short because of how interested I was in this episode. Now let's talk about after the ending credits. For instance, after the ending song, we had the entire section when we get to see Naruto, Imaizumi, and Onoda sitting in the bath, and they're just starting to sing. Onoda singing an actual ending or opening song to an anime, and all of a sudden you see Naruto says, "You don't know the full lyrics." And then you got Imaizumi actually state the same thing, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Onoda, you've done it! You spread the otaku way! You have spread it to Naruto and Imaizumi. You've got them on board of the otaku culture. And so, I was really happy about that ending. This episode, once again, I will give it a 9 out of 10. It is getting better and better each week, and it's hard to imagine how they can make you so interested in a series like this that has barely nothing going on. I mean, really, if you think about it, think about this right now. This episode really didn't have much going on. You had character development, yes, but really, they were just riding up a hill the entire time. They really didn't get nowhere. So, it is amazing how they can manage to actually tell a story like this with going, like, barely nowhere. Anyways, it's going to be the end of my anime review on Yowamushi Pedal this week. Tell me what you think about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? And what do you think about this series, guys? I really want to get all your thoughts on this series. Is this your favorite sports anime of all time, or is there something even better out there like Kokoro Basket? I mean, a lot of people told me to actually watch that one, but I haven't got to see it yet. But tell me what you think about this series. Y'all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you live. Please stay safe. Chibi out.